The Boneyard Monster. Welcome, true crime enthusiasts. Today we are diving into the horrifying story of a man whose actions sent shockwaves through America, a man known as Leonard Thomas Lake, infamously dubbed the Boneyard Monster. How could someone blend into society while concealing such unimaginable horrors? This is not just a story of a killer. It's a deep dive into the dark recesses of the human mind that challenges our understanding of morality. Number 10. A troubled childhood. Leonard Thomas Lake was born on October 29, 1945 in San Francisco, California, into a family fraught with turmoil. His parents' tumultuous relationship deeply impacted him, leading to a troubled childhood marked by instability. What drives a child to become a monster? Leonard was often neglected, and his father was abusive, which planted the seeds of his future violence and detachment from reality. This early trauma shaped his worldview, fueling a sense of alienation that would manifest in horrifying ways. As he navigated through life, the pain of his childhood experiences would fester, evolving into a dark yearning for control and power over others. Lake's upbringing is a stark reminder of how childhood experiences can warp the psyche, potentially giving rise to future horrors that can devastate entire communities. Number 9. The emergence of a predator. By the time he reached adulthood, Lake had become a master manipulator, honing his skills in deceit and control. How did he manage to charm his way into the lives of unsuspecting victims? He exhibited traits of a sociopath, showing little empathy for others while carefully crafting his predatory persona. His early relationships were fraught with deception, and it was during this time that he began to fantasize about kidnapping and torture, dreams that would soon become his terrifying reality. This disturbing transformation illustrated how a seemingly ordinary individual could conceal a monstrous nature beneath a charming exterior. The transformation from a troubled youth to a cold-blooded killer highlights the chilling potential that exists within individuals who suffer from deep emotional scars, begging the question, how many more might exist undetected in our midst? Number 8. The Boneyard. Lake's criminal exploits reached their apex at a remote site he called the Boneyard. What horrors lay hidden in this secluded grave? Located in the hills of Northern California, Lake transformed the property into a nightmarish hideout where he could carry out his sick fantasies. He dug shallow graves and littered the area with body parts, evidence of his heinous acts. The Boneyard became a chilling testament to his depravity, a place where he believed he could hide his crimes forever. For those unfortunate enough to stumble upon this site, the realization of what had transpired there would haunt them for the rest of their lives. The eerie atmosphere surrounding the site serves as a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the depths of human malice, transforming the area into a ghostly reminder of the horrors that can lie just beneath the surface. Number 7. The missing persons reports. As Leonard Lake's reign of terror continued, reports of missing persons began to flood in. How could someone vanish without a trace in a seemingly peaceful community? Lake and his accomplice, Charles Ng, preyed on vulnerable individuals, luring them to their secluded lair with false promises. Families reported their loved ones missing, unaware that they had fallen into the clutches of these monsters. The sheer number of disappearances alarmed local authorities, but the elusive nature of Lake and Ng made it nearly impossible to connect the dots. Each report became a chilling reminder of the evil lurking in the shadows, making it clear that danger often hides in plain sight. Each missing person was a reminder of the lurking danger, shrouding the community in a veil of fear that was palpable and unsettling, igniting an urgency for answers that seemed just out of reach. Number 6. The sinister partnership. In the early 1980s, Leonard Lake teamed up with Charles Ng, a man whose own dark history complemented Lake's predatory instincts. What dark alliance formed between these two? Ng brought his own set of skills to the partnership, and together they became a deadly duo. Their bond was rooted in a shared fascination with violence and dominance, amplifying Lake's already twisted ambitions. This partnership fueled their criminal activities, and they began to escalate their heinous acts, targeting individuals they believed they could easily control. The chilling connection between them created a monstrous synergy that drove them further into depravity, showcasing how two troubled souls can amplify each other's darkness. The dynamics of their partnership added an alarming layer of complexity to their crimes. Number 5. The gruesome methods. The methods employed by Lake and Ung were both horrifying and methodical. How could anyone inflict such unimaginable pain? The duo engaged in brutal torture, using various means to assert their dominance over their victims. They would often film their heinous acts, relishing in the control they exerted over their helpless prey. This sadistic behavior revealed the depths of their depravity, showcasing how far they were willing to go for their twisted gratification. Each act of violence escalated their thrill, drawing them further into a dark abyss from which there seemed to be no return, leaving behind a trail of broken lives and shattered families. Their horrific methods not only illustrated their cruelty, but also left scars on the communities they terrorized, reshaping the fabric of society and evoking a fear that lingers in the hearts of many. Number 4. The captured tapes. Perhaps one of the most chilling aspects of Lake's crimes was the existence of videotapes documenting his horrific acts. What secrets did these tapes hold? Lake filmed many of his encounters with victims, creating a disturbing archive of his sadistic behavior. These recordings would later be discovered by law enforcement, serving as damning evidence of his depravity. The existence of such tapes added a haunting dimension to his already gruesome narrative, providing insight into a mind consumed by darkness. Each tape revealed not only the horrors inflicted upon his victims, but also the chilling detachment Lake exhibited as he documented his crimes. The existence of such footage added layers of complexity to the investigation, forcing society to confront the unsettling reality of human cruelty while igniting a public discourse about the nature of evil. Number 3. The capture of Lake and Ung. The downfall of Leonard Lake began when he was apprehended in 1985. How did a predator finally fall into the hands of justice? After a routine traffic stop, police discovered weapons and evidence linking him to the missing persons. His arrest sent shockwaves through the community, revealing the horrors that had transpired in the shadows. However, the true extent of his crimes would only come to light during the investigation that followed. The revelation of Lake's heinous acts caused widespread panic, forcing people to grapple with the reality that evil could reside among them, hidden in plain sight. The eventual capture of Lake was a moment of relief for many, but the lingering questions surrounding his actions left a haunting reminder of the depths of human depravity, compelling the community to seek closure and justice in the aftermath. Number 2. The legacy of fear. Even after his death in 2001, the legacy of Leonard Lake continues to loom large. What impact did his actions have on society? The chilling story of the Boneyard Monster serves as a stark reminder of the potential for evil that resides within individuals, often hidden behind a facade of normalcy. His actions forced society to confront uncomfortable truths about trust, safety, and the lengths to which individuals will go to fulfill their darkest desires. The trauma left in the wake of his actions permeated the community, creating an environment where suspicion and fear took root. The horror of Lake's legacy has left an indelible mark on the communities affected, instilling fear and wariness that persists to this day, reminding us that the unthinkable can happen when we least expect it, and that vigilance is essential for survival. Number 1. The unsolved mysteries. To this day, many of the mysteries surrounding Leonard Lake remain unsolved. How many victims were there, and what happened to them? The exact number of individuals he and Ung may have harmed is still unknown, leaving families haunted by the unresolved disappearances of their loved ones. This uncertainty adds an eerie layer to an already chilling tale, reminding us that the shadows of Lake's actions still linger in the hearts of those affected. Each unanswered question continues to gnaw at the fabric of their lives, leaving them in a perpetual state of grief and longing for closure. Each unanswered question serves as a reminder that justice is often elusive, and the scars of such heinous acts can last for generations, compelling us to reflect on the fragility of life and the profound impact of evil. Thank you for joining us as we explored the chilling tale of Leonard Thomas Lake, the Boneyard Monster. If you found this story captivating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more chilling true crime content. Your support helps us a lot.